So this is the starting, okay? As soon as you create a LinkedIn account, so you don't need a lot of details. You just need, for LinkedIn, you just need an email ID, okay, and your name. That's more than enough. And you just have to give some basic details over LinkedIn to create your account. Okay, so as soon as you create an account, this is the frame of your LinkedIn account. Okay, this is how a LinkedIn account looks like. So this part, okay, on my left hand side, okay, on my left hand side is your own personal detail. When you log in, your own personal detail. Just you go a little bit below, you'll get all your pages. There are pages on LinkedIn as well. Like you have your Facebook pages, there are LinkedIn pages, and this gives like information about a specific company, about a specific brand on LinkedIn. Okay, the place where you manage all your controls, your complete LinkedIn account is on the top part. Okay, this is the things. So here you will get your home, where you have all your feeds, like you have Facebook feed, Facebook home. That's how it's called, LinkedIn home, LinkedIn feeds. My network, the people who are connected with you on your network. And Sid said that I need to show something to our audience that's really appealing, and that's like they should trust us that the training we are giving is something really valuable. So if you check out, this is my LinkedIn account, and if I just try to zoom in a little bit, if you see here, there is connections. If you see my connections, okay, this is here. It's 7,372 connections, and these connections are all organic. Okay, these are all the organic connections, and you would see I am connected to like VP sales, co-founders, and all the different people. Okay, all the different people. These are the people who could bring business to you. And with that being said, there are also invitations which are really pending right now. So I need to accept them as well. So this is what, and you could follow in network and on LinkedIn. You could follow people. Like you could follow people. You could have connections built between people. You could have your teammates. You could have all your contacts synced, and then you would have people I follow. Like if you're following specific big name in the industry, like I follow Satya Nadella, the CEO of Microsoft. So this is like people I follow. There are LinkedIn groups. LinkedIn groups is similar like Facebook groups and the groups on which you are watching, but it is more of like a group where everyone is there to do business. Okay, you could just think in a very simple term. It's like a BNI or something like that. But here, people are actually doing business, and you could be a part of very relevant Facebook groups. Here, there would be a guy. You
Yeah,
can,
I just wanted to add, these are not connections just like Facebook. Having
yes,
7,000 friends on Facebook is like just you're having your friends, your family, and people who are just there for entertainment, like I said, right? These connections are like laser targeted business leads. And many of our customers ask us, they were at like, will this work in my niche? Like, I have a bakery, I have like a agency business, I have this kind of business, that kind of business. Now, will LinkedIn work for my business? That's the number one question that we often get from our customers. Now, I wanted to point out, like, since people are there on LinkedIn for business, there are a wide variety of people. And I'll let you explain a little bit more about this, how this is suitable for anyone. It might be a bakery owner, it might be a local business owner, it might be an e-commerce store owner, it might be an online business or offline business. How they can benefit from LinkedIn, no matter who they are or where they're from.
yes. So, Sid, as you pointed out this very important fact that it's not like your Facebook friend. Again, there is one thing. The limitation of Facebook friend is only 5,000. So the max people that you could add over your network, okay, over your Facebook is 5,000. While LinkedIn has the max capacity of 30,000, which is like you have 30,000 plus business opportunities just on your LinkedIn. So you have to go there and you have to use it in the right form. LinkedIn can be used in two ways. Okay, the two ways can be in order to get job. Okay, if someone who's looking for a job, it could be the best place. Okay, like if you see here, discover the reason we are Abuza. Like this is something like some company has requested me to apply for a job. So this is like you could get a job. There's a dedicated section for job as well. And if you're a business owner, you could network with fellow. And if you're a business owner, you could network with fellow business owners, or you think that they are your ideal customer to them, and then you could just have an interaction between them. Then you have messaging, like you have Facebook messages, there is LinkedIn messaging, where you could have conversations with the most potential business network and with the guys who you are thinking that you could have a business with. Then you have the notification section, like where you get all your notifications, and then you have your profile section. Now, profile is one of the most important thing that I could ever say on LinkedIn. Your profile is what you are. Okay, your profile is a way to get more business opportunity. Your profile would generate more leads for your business, and this profile would for sure generate leads organically. So let's first dive into the numbers rather than going with the profile. Okay, how can LinkedIn benefit you? I'm just giving you one example of it. This is my profile. 485 people viewed my profile in the last 30 days. So 485 profile views in the last 30 days. 164 post views in the last 30 days. 138 search appearances. Now, what is this 138 search appearances? This is one of the most important thing that people would never think of. What is a 138 search appearances? Like if someone searches, okay, let's say me and Sid are in SaaS industry, okay, we make softwares and we develop software. So if someone searches for SaaS founder, okay, SaaS founder, and I have mentioned on my profile that I am a SaaS founder, I have a software product, okay. So if I get into the search result and someone clicks on my profile, it is called as search appearances. So simply 138 search appearances means that someone searched for a specific term, they saw my profile, they went to my profile, and this is like one coming business opportunity to me. And after that, they reach out to me in the messages section.
Yeah, and this is a very, very key factor, guys. You see this, this is organic traffic, right? If you scroll up there, right, just a second, scroll up,
Okay.
just up to your description there. You see there's a link as well. You see how there's a bit.ly link, schedule a free call right there in orange right there. So you can add your link, guys. Like, how cool is that? Like, you can really add, and if people are searching for SaaS founders or like business owners or a bakery owner or like anything, you know, you can be a graphic designer, you can be a website owner, you can be an agency owner. It doesn't really matter. LinkedIn gives you that organic reach. Like, you see that search appearances that happen. So if someone searches for a bakery owner, you know, LinkedIn shows your profile as one of the search appearance right there, and people can add, and you can do the same. You can search for some kind of graphic designer or owner. You can hire people, and you can also be searched by people who are looking to give jobs to you. So there's a great opportunity here to like really put your name out there, put your business out there, get more business deals, and land more clients as well.
And one more thing, okay, like the last launch that we had said was very focused to about helping our people reach and get more organic views. Okay, that is what we had in focus in our last launch. I just want to put it in focus. What is the difference between posting on other platform and posting on LinkedIn? Okay, if you just see this, okay, this number, this post of mine, okay, this is a recent post. This is just 1 month old post, okay, and this post has 6,214 views. Can you expect that on a normal profile to have this much views, which has 185 comments? This is the beauty of LinkedIn.
Yeah, and I want
Because
to point out one more thing. These are not just from your followers, right? There are also people from LinkedIn who are not at all you're connected to you.
yes, this is like LinkedIn wants to become and wants to help you to reach to more organic people. They have this one thing in their mind. If you can help more people and if you could deliver value on their platform, they are ever ready to give you a lot of reach. And these reach are not to any person. These reach are to your targeted buyers, targeted leads, and the people whom you want to really do business with. This is how LinkedIn is all about.
Yeah,
So let me, yeah.
and one someone else is asking a question here. Can we post URLs as in the post, or how do you post URLs as part of
Okay.
your?
So the best recommendation that I would be giving you, like after we are doing so much LinkedIn marketing, is never try to put the URL in the post section. Like whatever post you are putting up, whatever videos you are putting up, just don't do that. Have a small line, like just a one-line sentence written there, that whatever information, like if you want to check out my website, check the first comment, or just comment in the just comment your website in the comment section. So simply that means that you have to get more comments, you have to get more engagement to reach a lot of people. So rather than putting your link directly into the post, make sure that you try to put it like in the comments and ask people to like ask for that link, and you share that link with them. That would
Yeah.
be the best way to give you a lot of organic reach.
Yeah, and not many people know that. Even Facebook and other social media platforms are discouraging people from putting links on the post itself. So this is a good tip. Like this is a very, very good tip if you want to really get your post to reach a lot of people. Just avoid putting the link right in the description right there. Instead, put it in the first comment like Devrat mentioned, or put it inside your image or the video itself. Like you can have a watermark on a video, or you can have your URL on the video itself. So that when you don't have a link, Facebook thinks it's like an organic post and puts your post in front of more people overall.
Yes, that's like every platform algorithm, but you have to be very specific with LinkedIn, because again, the reach is really high. And this is like, let's go with some tips for people who are just very new on LinkedIn. Okay. And see, LinkedIn just is a like the three things that you really have to focus on LinkedIn. Okay. Is your, like your profile. How is your profile actually? How you have a conversation with people. Okay. Like, how is your profile? How you have a conversation with people. These are the two important factors. And third, like, what is the value that you are providing to the audience that you have already built connections with. These are the three things, the three core principles that you ever have to follow on LinkedIn, and LinkedIn would give you clients, leads the way you want. So let's go into the first factor. The
Yeah.
first factor is creating a very neat profile. What is a neat profile? Neat profile simply means that a person who lands on your profile should easily be able to understand what you do and how you could bring value to him. Okay. In my case, I am a guy who just do. In my case, I'm a guy who does marketing. And to be very specific, I love to play around with marketing automation. So what I mentioned, the first line that someone sees on my profile is marketing automation expert. Okay, then I included some numbers to show that proof. Okay, like you get very convinced as a human, we get very convinced when we see big numbers. Like we did $1 million in a software launch. We made a lot of revenue in a software launch. We did $1 million in a software launch. People would get more excited and would more engage with someone who said we did more than $1 million in a software launch. So that's how the numbers game play around on LinkedIn. So this is the first thing involved in
Yeah,
million
and
dollars.
before you proceed, I just wanted to add one thing here, guys. And you know, since Devrat has been in marketing, he's showing numbers here. But what if you don't have any numbers? You're just starting out. What do you show? That's one of the questions, you know, I'm getting in the chat box right now. So I just wanted to say, be honest when you're posting your profile. You don't have to show numbers if you really don't have it. You know, you can be like a startup company, you can say a startup company owner, you can say a graphic design agency, you can say a bake shop in the New York area, serving customers in the New York area, or those are just some examples. Instead of, you know, putting numbers out there, just talk about who you're serving. It might be your potential client base, it might be your local city. If you own a bakery or a restaurant, you can say a restaurant owner from the Toronto area or a GTA area or the New York area or something like that. You can have anything, just be honest. The whole point of this is that when someone comes to your profile, first thing they need to do is identify who you are and what kind of business you run. So that when people see your profile, more like-minded entrepreneurs connect with you. So that is the whole point Devrat is trying to make here when he's talking about this section right here.
Yes, and see, if you are a local business, just talk about your service. Okay, let me be very uh, open to the people. Okay, let's say if you're someone who's making videos. Okay, so this is the headline that you could just copy and paste it. But again, don't a lot of people don't do this. Okay, helping people to stand out in the crowd through the videos that really speaks. Yes, I'm a proud video designer. Something that really is engaging, people love, and you just post it on your profile. People would have a conversation with you because who's a video designer? Anyone who's designing videos is always a creative person, and this is how you have to use your creativity. If you're a graphic designer, okay, you could have something like this: uh, making 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 creatives that speaks the language of my clients. If you're looking to get creatives like this, message me now. Always make sure that at the end, okay, at the end have like message me now. What should be the CTA? What should be the call to action? What should a person do at the end? He should message you. He should reach out to you so that you get more business. That's point number one. Again, you should have a really neat profile, and with neat profile, you should have a very good picture. See, a few days back, I posted something on this group where I've showed the difference between four different pictures. What you have to do is the best and the most professional picture that you could ever have, post it on your profile. That would help you to get more people reaching out to you. Because of the reason, the first time people would see your profile, they would see something like this, a round circle with your face and written. They will not see all this detail. So that's tip number one. That's first thing that you should have while having a very clean profile on LinkedIn. I have added my about section, and I've also added my featured section. A featured section is somewhere where you could have something of your own. Like in my case, I have done how to do a personal branding on social media. If you're a person who's designing videos for your client, you could have my best three videos for clients, okay? Or my best three videos for clients that brought X revenue. My best three creatives for clients, okay? Something like that in the featured section. Like once people make a decision to message you, before that they should have something to get information of. This is all about creating a neat profile. Okay. Sid, any questions you are getting into the comment section?
Yeah, so the number one thing, some people are asking here, and I'm just summarizing all the questions that I'm seeing, is that, this is all good, but like, how do I use it? How do I use LinkedIn to make money, right? That's the number one
Mhm.
question that they're getting from some people. Now, guys, if you are in this group or if you are on this page, you know something about marketing, right? And most probably you've purchased some of our video products or web design products. And if you're in marketing, you already have web creation software and stuff like that. Now you're thinking like, okay, I'm a business owner now. I'm an agency. How can I create things for people, right? Now, since you're in marketing, you already have some knowledge and you already purchased some apps. So think of those apps that you buy as opportunities that you can offer to your clients as well. So that's the number one thing people don't think about. When they buy a product, they think about, how do I make money with this? How do I use this app to make money with this? Smart people like me and Devrat, we don't think about like, hey, now I bought a video software. I'm going to make videos for my business and I'm going to put it out on social media, get traffic. That's not the way we think. You need to hack your mind to think different from all the thousands of people who are buying that product, right? So how do we think? I'll give you just a glimpse so you understand and you think in this way. So if I buy a video product, I think, okay, now I can create some videos for my own business. But now I'm also thinking, oh, I have a LinkedIn profile. Oh, I have a Facebook profile. Oh, I have an email list. So what do I do? Now I can create videos from my customers or my clients and charge them a fee. For example, if I create a video for a client, I can charge $150 to even $200. You know, people on websites like Fiverr, Upwork are charging more than $200. Now, what if you can automate the entire process of video creation, web design, or whatever you're good at, like really, and then you offer that as a service? That's where LinkedIn comes into play because you can connect with like-minded people from your neighborhood or your area or your field of business and offer them something that they can use in their business as well. So they will add to this.
Yeah, and maybe I think so. Sid would be killing me for sharing this thing, and this is something that you could always use of. And I know that you are one of our most valuable customer, and I apologize to Sid for sharing this, but there is something called as the white labeling, and there is a lot of demand for people who are white labeling. let's say you're not, you don't know that how to talk with customers. You're not quite comfortable to talk with the business owners. Okay, you don't know the language that business owner talks, because that's a really different language than we talk with the person. Okay, so what if, let's say, in our case, Sid has a really big agency. Okay, he's making hundreds of videos, 200s of videos. Okay, but he's on LinkedIn and I'm also on LinkedIn. So what I'll do is I'll do white labeling for Sid. What that simply means is I already have a lot of software that I bought from Paul. So what I'll do is I'll create small videos and I'll say, Sid, you take this video and you sell it to your end customer. I am creating the videos. I am creating the videos upon the client request, upon the client demand. Sid is selling this product. So he's an agency owner. Sid is an agency owner. I have a lot of softwares from Paul. I am creating the videos. I am giving it to Sid, and Sid is selling to the end customer. So that means you don't have to even go to get a customer and daily do that prospecting thing on LinkedIn. You just have to reach out to agency owner. Now
Yeah.
here comes, yeah.
So this thing is similar concept as outsourcing, right? This I've been
Yes.
telling a lot of the training webinars as well. Like, guys, once you make a system, like, you know how I do my business, I basically try to figure out something, and then once I understand the process, I teach it to someone else. And these days, you can hire people from several different countries around the world for as little as $5 an hour to even $10 an hour. Imagine paying someone $10 to create a video for you or your client, and you don't have to do anything. Just be the middleman, and then send that video to your client, and now you earn $200, and you're paying the virtual worker only $10 an hour or something like that. So you spent $10, you made $200. You see how the concept is? And for that, only thing that you need to do is first learn the process yourself. And it's not that hard, guys. Once you have the technologies and the apps, or this, once you try to learn the skill for just I would say 2 weeks, and then you'll be a professional at it to teach someone else.
Yeah, and going with this thing. So the first thing we talked about initially for LinkedIn is having this clean profile. So we discussed everything for a clean profile. Now let's say the second considering factor is having a genuine conversation with people. People are on LinkedIn are really fed up of getting the spam sort of messages where it's like, hey, how are you doing? What is going on? And things like that. Okay. And I have X service. Do you want to buy? If buy, just go on this link. People are really fed up. So
Mhm.
I mentioned this very clearly that you should be ready to have genuine conversation with people. So let's take one thing for example. Let's say you are an person, someone who's doing graphic designing or things like that. So right now, who's your target audience? Your target audience are people who have bigger agencies, okay, who are into the same business but having a bigger agency. We are just taking it for example. So what you have to do is go into the search section, okay, type here agency owner, okay. You just have to type this agency owner, okay. You will get three options: agency owner and jobs, agency owner and people, agency owner and groups. So agency owner and groups, you can't go with that because first of all you have to join those groups. Agency owner and jobs would be the people who would be looking actually for a job. So where you have to go is agency owner in people. Just click on this. Now you see here, and this is something mind-boggling. We got 6,10,000 plus results. These are like 6,10,000 plus business owners who are having an agency. Okay. Now let's move to the second part of the things. Here there are connections. There are three type of connection: first level connection, second level connection, and third level connection. So don't go with this at all right now. Just leave this thing. Go to the next option. In which country are you looking for agency owner? Not only with countries, you could even go with states and regions. Let's say you are based out of California. So what you have to do is California. Just type this. Now again, you are getting a lot of options here. So for example, let's do it like Orange County, California. Apply. Then also you will have 4,400 results of agency owners. This is
Yeah.
the way to connect with agency owners. Like, and this goes again and again for different categories and niches.
Yeah, and this is where the money is, guys. That's what you need to focus on. Like you see how Devrat did a search and he narrowed it down. That's where the money is at. Stop focusing on a broad number of people. Focus on people who are like close to you. Or I always say in my trainings, as if you watched any of my training videos before, I say focus on the big cities. So if you go to Google and if you any country, you say the top cities in USA, the top cities in New Zealand, the top cities in Australia. If you're not located in the country, you don't know what cities are big, right? So you just go type it into Google. It will give you a list. And I target the people in the big cities. Why do I target people in the big cities? Because they are the people who have good jobs, good income levels and stuff like that. And they're more likely to buy your products. So always go for the big cities. That's the number one tip I would give you. And always try to narrow it down. Like instead of focusing on 610,000 people, you see how you have a laser targeted audience of just 4,000 people now. So you can even do more filtering and really find the people from your niche. And this
Yes,
works in any country and this works for any niche as well.
yes. That's really something. Don't focus on the big perspective. Just go with the small thing because money is there. Okay, like now if you're living in, let's say, Orange County, you could actually go and meet people. Okay, you could actually go and meet and have conversation with them. So now we got here. Okay, we got here. Now what's the next thing that we would be doing? What's the third step that we talked about? Okay, first of all, it was like having a clean and neat profile. Second is having an engaging conversation. How can you do that engaging conversation? Is by connecting with people. Okay, you have to connect with the right people and make sure that you don't try to spam them. So again, we are giving you our templates, our ready to go things. So you'll never be doing a spamming thing and you'll be getting your leads and buyers and customers. So let's try to connect with. This is my golden tip. Don't connect with more than 30 people a day. Just connect with less than 30 people a day, because and if you have time, then I would say connect with 30 people in a time of, let's say, 3 hours. So don't exceed the number of 30 in the period of 3 hours, because they think that you are a bot, because there are a lot of bots available for LinkedIn and they think that something spammy is going on, so they'll block your profile. And you have to be very careful because it is not your Facebook profile, it's your LinkedIn profile. So make sure that don't do more than 30 connects a day, like just to be on a very safe side. But if you can just take a little bit risk, sending 30 connections in a period of 3 hours is a good to go number. I've tried and tested, don't worry. So
Yeah.
I'll be connected with, yeah.
And just the one thing I wanted to point out is all filters thing on the top. So
Yes,
guys, if you want to filter out more deep, you can go into the all filters tab and really filter it out deep. You know that? So this is
yes.
when we do LinkedIn training in the past, people have been asking us, what can I filter? How can I find the business owner? This is how you do it. Just go to the all filters tab and you can really filter it down as much as you want.
Like it is like you could even reach out to just one person. Like we have now 4,400 results, but this is not what we are actually looking for. Then we could go very deep, really very deep, like current companies, past companies, industries. Like if, let's say, we are connecting with people who is someone in marketing industry, then marketing and advertising. Oh, let's say we are trying to connect with lawyers, so then lawyers. So here it would be like Orange County, California area, and here it would be like law and administration. Okay,
Yeah.
something like that. Again,
Yeah,
preferred language.
even real estate owners, you can connect with other real estate owners in your
The
own
option
field
is
or the
in
city
fact,
as well. You know that, so that it's that deep and that you can build like really big connections based on what your business is and really make some good deals.
yes. Again, this is something like very good. You could even target the universities or the schools that from where these guys have graduated from. Okay, like the best minds in the house would be just graduating from the best schools and colleges. And the services here, like Are they into consulting services? Are they into insurance? Are they into marketing? Are they into small business insurance? And are they into marketing consulting? Things like that. So I'll just do it, apply. And again, now it's more narrowed down. It's at 631 result. We
Yeah.
started at 6,10,000, then we narrowed it down to 4,400, and now it's 631 result.
Yeah, that's amazing. And this is where the money is really at. If you use LinkedIn like this to narrow down results, find the laser targeted leads, you can really make a killing. Just as an example, I want to give here, like, because we keep saying this always in our products, right? You can sell to business owners, you can sell to lawyers, you can sell to plumbers, you can sell to like local businesses, the videos, for example, like our video products, for example. So you can really narrow it down, only find the chiropractors, only find the lawyers, only find the business owners in a certain area, and really send them a connection request with the email swipes that we give you, and really start selling your services to them. And every business is looking for these marketing services. They don't have the time, they don't have the budget, they don't have the knowledge to really create the services themselves. So like they're really looking for people like you and me to come in and help them with their marketing, help them with their social media, help them with their advertising profiles. Whatever you're good at, you can be useful to businesses and make money on the side as part-time, and even outsource the process in the future as well.
Yeah, so even this thing I told to Sid a long time back, that I believe in automating up the things, and I believe in processes. So rather than doing it on your own, a lot of things, your whole and sole process and focus should be about how you could get more clients. Because if you get more clients, you get more revenue. And just thinking about completing the task, or just giving that to work, or completing that gig, you should just outsource it. That's how you have to do. So guys, when you have this very laser targeted leads, okay, the next thing what you have to do is you have to connect with them. And connecting with them, before connecting, remember this very important principle. You are not on LinkedIn to sell your service. Even though that's our end goal, we are here to sell something, but you never have to express that you are here to sell something. You just have to see the value. Are you guys a great combination to work? Okay, you have to provide the value to the person you are connecting with. And I make sure that every time I connect with someone, I provide them the value. Okay, so this is something that we have for you. We have given you all our swipes, all our templates that can be used by business owners, person who's running an e-com business, podcast, agency owner, public speaker, coach, SaaS owner, also based upon the region: California, New York, Texas, UK, Canada, US, any place you are. All our messages, the messages that you need to connect, the messages that you would send after your first connection message, things like that, we are sharing you every simple thing you need. Okay, every simple thing you need, so you don't need to worry. And let's move on and let's connect with someone. So I'll just hit the connect button. It is saying that invite Chase to connect. Who's Chase? Chase is the owner of the agency that we are looking to connect. So let me just type in the things. So this is my message to Chase. Hey Chase, I'm looking to connect with agency owners in Orange County, California, to bring mutual benefits for both of us. I am a marketing automation expert and would love to show you my expertise for your agency. We know that Chase already has an agency. He is from Orange County, California, and he's already an agency owner. So like, this is like, I don't know you, but I know who you are, and I'm just looking for this, and I'm just looking to help you around. So this is how you have to do. Don't be salesy like at all. So this is how we have done. Sit.
Yeah. So the major thing Devrat is trying to say here is that don't be selling from the first email, and that's the number one mistake beginners do. Like, we see a lot of people messaging us on LinkedIn as well, but they're like, I can offer you this service, I can offer you that service, and all that stuff. And those messages are really off-putting. You need to think about what messages you would respond to when you're writing a message, right? Be genuine. I'm from your area. I'm in your same field of business. I think we can mutually benefit from each other, or something like that. Something you would say to a friend or like a new business owner when you meet them face to face. Don't be selling from the first email. That's the number one tip that you need to learn from the experts.
Like said, you would be going to a lot of business events and things like that. Do you love the guys who try to just give you their card, their business card, and say you, if you're looking for this service, just connect with me? Do you love those guys, or like you just try
You
to
know
be a
what I
part?
do with that? There's no personal connection, right? If someone comes up to me
Yes.
and says, "This is my card," I take the card, I put it in the pocket. I come home, I dump it in the garbage, right? That's what it is. But if someone is really genuine, they shake
Yes.
your hand or whatever, and then they introduce, like, "I'm so and so, I'm from your area," or something like that. You remember that person when you go back home.
Yes.
You want to connect with them again. And I'll tell you a little story here. Just take a little bit of time. Devrat and I, we actually met in an event as well. We
Yes.
were in India, and we met in an event. And when I met Devrat, I felt like he was really genuine, and we built a connection when we were talking to each other. And then when I went back home, I live in Canada, and Devrat lives in India. So when I went back home, I'm like, yeah, I remember this Devrat guy. He really came up to me and we had a really good conversation about marketing or whatever. And then I tried to connect with Devrat back again. That's the kind of connections you need to think about. Think about what would you do if you met the person in real life? What kind of things that you would say to build a genuine connection?
Yeah, it's like LinkedIn, and the first message that you send on LinkedIn is a business. Okay, it can be your business card. You just have to think that how can you bring value with that just one business card itself. So the next thing that you need to do is, we have written this message. Again, you'll get a lot of messages already there in swipes. You have to send invitation. Just click on the send invitation button. The invitation is sent. What happens after you send the first invitation? You have to do a follow-up messages. So this is my message section, and see, again, I get a lot of messages inbound, like people actually reaching out to me. If you could see here, the all the things that are marked in that blue color boxes, like this one, especially this, simply that means these people have sent me a message. Okay, and people really like to connect with you. So again, what you have to do is, while you are there on LinkedIn, you have to focus not reaching out to 100 different people, but reaching out to 10 different people with whom you want to really do business with. The next thing, when you have sent your first message, that's called a connection message. After that, you should have a follow-up message. So this is, in my case, this is my follow-up message. Again, in your case, I'll give you the basic outline for a follow-up message. The basic outline for a message or a follow-up message is how you can add value to someone else. So in my case, I did like I was part of a launch, and I am doing like paid advertising and all those things like that. So this is simple. I try to give someone a case study. So like, hey Victor, I have just completed a new SaaS product launch, generating more than $50,000 in less than 7 days with a brand new SaaS product. If you're open to know the exact process that helped us to achieve this exciting figures, can we share a case study with you? So remember that, see how the conversation is going on. First, coming up with a thing that they actually want to know about. Then we are asking by our own self that, would you like to have this thing delivered to you? What I'll be doing is, when I'll send this case study to him, in return I'll be asking his phone number and his contact details so that I could reach out to him in future. In your case, if you're like someone who's designing videos for clients, you could reach you if you're, let's say, being very laser targeted. If you're making videos for all the realtors based out of California, you could say, hey, Mr. X, I have just sold a property worth more than 100K, and that was just because of a single video that helped us to got that customer. If you are open to know that what was the exact video that brought this sale into our basket, would you like to get the video glimpse of it? Okay, something around this. The
Yeah.
first message, always make sure you give value. That is the only core principle we
Yeah,
are trying.
and the point Devrat is trying to get here is curiosity, right? So I
Yes.
teach this all the time. We teach this in our higher ticket programs. what we basically say is give away something for free. It can be a video. For example, if I'm contacting a realtor, I'll just say like, just like Devrat gave an example right now. This video was able to sell a house that was priced at $1 million. Would you like to see that video? And what do you think most people would say? 99% of the people would say yes, I want to see that video because I want to know what kind of video sold that kind of house so I can use it in my own business. And once you get that hook in, it's like fishing, right? Once you get that hook in, it's like the next thing what's going to happen. The person doesn't know how to create that video. They're going to contact you and they're going to be like, hey buddy, how did you create that video? Can you give me something? And then you're going to say, I know how to make that video and I can make one video for you. And I'll do one better. I'll give you the first video for free. And if you sign a contract with me, I can make 4 or 5 videos for you per month. Or per video, I'm going to charge you this much. And my competitor is charging this much. You see the thought process here? And you need to develop that conversation, put the hook in, and then sell your services.
Yes, that's very important. So this is what we do. And again, for this also, we have given you a lot of follow-up swipes into our program. So that's the third thing. Second thing. And now let's move to the end goal, okay? End goal, and that is also one of the important things that you have to do is you are done with searching people. You are done with polishing your profile. But end of the day, you need to put out content. You guys have a lot of product by Paul and by Sid. You can create a lot of content. The only thing that you have to do is just posting out those content. There is no specific guidelines for posting the content. But be genuine. Again, this is the one thing you have to do it. Don't try to copy and paste the things. Don't just try to talk just about your business. Just be genuine. Share something that you would think that people would really love to talk about. Again, if you don't have anything coming out into your mind, go to the right hand side of your screen. Whenever you log in into your LinkedIn account, just go on the right hand side of your screen and you will see the today's news and habits or today news and views. The first thing that you would see is coronavirus official updates. This is a hard time for a lot of people. Just be genuine and share that how you could bring value to your community via LinkedIn and via people you are already connected with. So let's say it can be a hard time for people who are selling properties, okay, basically realtors. So a content or a post like this, all the realtors based out of California, I am ready to give you my 3 best performing videos for absolutely free. Just message me below, just comment below or reach out to me. I'll be very free to help you out. That means not taking an opportunity during this tough times. Don't try to take opportunity from people and just try to do something wrong with them. Be genuine and try to give value as much as possible from your LinkedIn account. There are no set guidelines for posting something on LinkedIn. It's totally up to your wish and the type of content that you like to share with your audience.
Yeah. And this is gold, guys. This is like where the money is at. You see now in this group, if you see it in our groups or our training webinars or anything, we absolutely want to give value. This webinar that we are doing, we're giving value, right? So what is our end goal here? I'm going to be honest and say it, right? Like now you're our customers. If we take care of you, you're going to take care of us. And that has worked for us in the past 12 years in business. All me and Paul, we really, when we put out products, when we put out our training programs or anything like that, we would try to give value to people. So once we give value, you remember us now. So just like Devrat said, whenever you're making a social media post or anything like that, and you're trying to attract clients, the number one thing that you need to do is give value. Give away some ebook. You know, it can just be like a 1-page ebook. It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, when people download your ebook, they're going to think about you, right? And you gave them something for free without asking anything else. And one of the really good things that really working for us, Devrat, is like when you give away something for free, you can have links at the bottom, right, to your website or whatever. So you can say like, these are my free gifts and these are my websites. Please check it out. I have a discount or whatever. It can be your agency website.
Yeah. Or simply like just give a link to your Calendly account. On Calendly, people can schedule a call with you and you can't really sell anything on phone. Okay, like it's called the rule of selling. Okay, you could sell anything on a phone, or you could sell anything while meeting someone in person. So just have something attached to it. Like
Yeah,
again,
call to action is very important. No matter
hmm,
if you're giving a free gift, that's okay. You can give a free gift, build a connection. But as a marketer, you need to hack your mind again. Like, this is a golden tip I'm going to give you is whenever you give something for free or anything you give for free, that's a good way to get people in. And once they're in, you can put your links in a non-intrusive way. And there's 90% of the time people click on the link when they get something for free. So that's
yes,
a golden rule that you need to follow when you're giving away. Don't think of it like time. I'm wasting my time putting out this content, right? Everything you put out has an end goal, and always have a call to action.
yes. So that's the three things that we talked about in this video. Again, I'll just try to revamp the things that we talked. Is first of all having a very neat and clean profile. That's something very important. Secondly, having an engaging conversation and a conversation in which you could bring value to your customer, to the ideal client you are trying to connect with, and be very precise enough while connecting with someone. Like be very laser targeted while connecting. And third thing is trying to share as much value as you can through your LinkedIn profile. So that's the three